All right, we're live. I completely apologize for the delay tonight, guys. We're still trying to figure out this stuff. Primo makes a big save. It's 1-0 Canadians, boys. I am terribly sorry. But welcome. Welcome to Habs Fan TV. Welcome to this watch-along. This is Alex. Unfortunately, Kosta will not be with us today as he is recovering from a long week. Therefore, it will just be me tonight. Canadiens are up 1-0. So, let's go check out what the chat has to say. Goat Slushy says hi. Goat Slushy, I'm so happy you're here. Thank you again for coming back. I have lots of hockey cards tonight. I figured since Kosta's not going to be here, we've got lots and lots of time to go through a bunch of stuff. Guys, chat, ask a bunch of questions. What do you guys think? Great goal from Mike Hoffman to start the game. His 7th of the season. What a great... Oh, and Minnesota just scored. Primo, no chance on that one. Looks like they're going to look at video review. Don't know how that's going to go. Let's see. I don't think they're going to call... They're looking at goalie interference, maybe. It looks like the Wild player is pushing Sherratt right into Primo. I don't think that's going to count, guys. I don't know about you guys. I don't think that's going to count. I really don't think that's going to count. Well, looks like it will. Looks like it stands 1-1. The Minnesota Wild are ahead. What? This is going to be a long night, isn't it? But great start from the Canadiens. Anderson takes a shot. Save by Talbot. Man. Anderson is fired up. He is fired up. Okay. Sorry, guys, for the delay. I'm going to have to let this rain. There we go. So, 16 minutes left in the period. First period. Canadiens are tied 1-1 with the Minnesota Wild. This is going to be a long night. But, wow. What a change. We're finally seeing some good quality games, at least. That's the good news. But I mean, otherwise, it's quite rough out here. Finn Patterson says, "What's up?" I say, "What's up?" Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining another edition of Will the Canadiens Win a Hockey Game? This is probably their longest point streak, if anything. Three games with a point at least. 4 points in 6 games. Canadiens are on kind of a run at this point. Oh, Anderson gives a pass to Pitlick. Save from Talbot, and he's going to hold it. 16 minutes left in the period. Wow. Well, what a start to the game. I'm quite happily surprised. Wow. Pitlick, good shot. Good shot. Almost catches Talbot. He's not able to exactly hold his rebound. But that's a good chance for the Canadiens. We're going to work with what we get. Let's see. Finn Patterson. It's 1909 edits, by the way. Oh, damn. I never realized. Yo, that's crazy. Wow, okay. Well, pleasure to meet you. I love your edits, honestly. That's so crazy. I never realized it was you this whole time. You should have said that so many times sooner. Oh my god. That's so cool. Oh, Lehkonen takes a shot. Save from Talbot. Wow, the Canadiens are really lighting it up in this first period. My god. A very interesting stat that they're showing right now on TV. Pitlick has the highest efficacy in terms of shots, goals per shots. 39%. Wow, that's really good. 4 goals for every 10 shots he takes. That's pretty solid. Better than a lot of players this season. Very interesting. Oh, Sherratt looked like he was about to get caught. Savard, oddly enough, bails him out. Gives Paling, can't get him out of his feet, and it's going to get cleared. Stephanie Matar asks, do you think Ovechkin will win the Richard this year or Kreider? I don't think that's really a debate. Unless someone in the comments would like to debate that. I don't think there's going to be many people who think Chris Kreider are going to win it, but I can maybe be proved wrong. How many goals does Kreider have? Let's take a look. Kreider goals this season. I'm curious. Does he do anything other than just injure star goalies or something? I'd be curious to see. Well, he has a few goals. 29 goals this season. Not bad. Okay, clearly it wasn't a joke. Okay, I thought it was a joke, if I'm very honest. 29 goals this season. And Ovechkin this season has 29 goals too. It's clearly tied. Wow. Well, I'm gonna stick with Ovechkin. I think Kreider, it's just it's a fluke. It's a fluke. There's no way. Primo with another big save. The Canadiens' defense is a little bit all over the place. Minnesota Wild are putting a lot of pressure. They're a very good team. Very, very good team. They underwent a rebuild. They had to get rid of Zach Parise. They had to get rid of these huge contracts and assets. Oh my God, that's a terrible giveaway. Oh, and it's wide. Petrie left his brain at home. What was he doing? Left his brain at home. He almost put it in the slot area, and the Minnesota Wild almost had a chance to score. Oh my God. Why is he doing circles? Takes a slap shot, save, and cleared down the ice. Oh, there we go. Pitlick putting in some good work on the offensive zone. Wow, Kaprizov he did circles around the Canadiens there. That was crazy. That was really crazy. Oh, Kaprizov, save from Primo. And cleared out. Oh, hold on, Josh Anderson's got a chance. He takes a shot. Save from Talbot. 13 minutes left in the period. Okay, wow, this is going back and forth. I don't even have time to speak. Minnesota Wild take a shot. Wide. And Romanov in the corner trying to clear. Gets cleared out. Oh, they get picked. Another save from Primo. My God, that's 10 saves in the first 8 minutes for Primo. Oh, they can't even clear it out of their zone. Wake up. Wake up, guys. This is a disgrace. Come on, guys. Gotta do better than that. They gotta do better than that. 1-1. Wow, what a wild first opening minutes there, guys. What did you guys think of all that? That's friggin' insane. Ay. Let's take a look at what's going on in the chat room. So, in the chat room, Finn Patterson, I think Primo will be great in the future. I think so too. I think, honestly, Montembeault has all of a sudden kind of made a case for himself. I'm super surprised by the way he's been playing. Definitely not expected, but it's welcome. I'm definitely not going to complain when two goalies on the Montreal Canadiens are playing well, and we have Jake Allen and Carey Price injured. Well, what kind of luck do we have that we have Carey Price and Jake Allen injured at the same time? Anyways, I think that overall, Primo is probably going to be the one who's going to be the future goalie of the Montreal Canadiens, unless there's some kind of trade that changes that. But I mean, I'm very okay with that. Gold Slushy, where your friend? My friend Kosta, actually the co-creator of this channel. Well, he's taking a break tonight. Has a lot of school stuff to deal with, so I am taking it on from here, and I'm hoping that you guys will light up the comments and the chat room so we can get to talk about a bunch of stuff. Obviously, news that came out today. Caulfield and Armia are both making their way back to the lineup eventually, which is good news. I mean, I feel like they've been out for forever. But yeah, no, great news. Great news. I think the Canadiens, they're finally getting their team back together. It's definitely not the same teams as before, where we were essentially the Montreal Rockets. So it's all good news to me. François Nguyen, what's up? Coulon get mama. Yo, what's up, man? Yo, we made. Yo, François, t'es Instagram star. C'est un Instagram star. C'est un TikTok star. That's crazy. That's super, super crazy. And the play restarts. 12:10 left in the period. Let's go check this out. And it goes offside. So, got a lot of things to show you guys tonight. Gold Slush, you said, could we see some of your hockey cards? So listen, didn't get a chance to get all the hockey cards out. They're clearly like in some storage, and my mom is not down to go find them. However, I managed to find this box right here. It's what commemorates the first 100 years of the Canadiens, and inside, among other things, I did find a few hockey cards. And I found, this was part of the Centennial collection back in 2009. And basically, on these cards, there was a few, memorable moments. So for example, this one had Rocket Richard. I don't know if you guys could see. Yeah, the when he scored 50 goals in his first 50 games. Cool card. Here's when Elmer Lack won the Stanley Cup in overtime. Cool stuff. What else do we got? Jacques Plante's mask. It's another cool card. Really cool stuff. Now, and I want to find the full collection. But these are some of them that I just found lying around in this box. Inside, what else did it come with? It came with what's it called? It came with a shirt, a piece of a shirt that was used during the 100th season of the Canadiens. That's pretty cool. And there's some more stuff inside here. The DVD. And a DVD of the 100th year. So yeah, no, I managed to find this gem. I completely forgot about it. It was hidden away for a while, and I guess I found all these cool things. I'll take a look at some of the more of those hockey cards once the game goes back on break. Let's see. So, just gonna make sure that the stream is all right. You guys see me well, I hope. Oh, and they scored. Primo is being left completely alone, and Foligno scores. My God, what is going on defensively, man? What are we doing? Weidman and Suzuki's there, and Suzuki is, they're making the comment on RDS. He's trying to play goalie instead of poke checking that puck, and it's terrible. It's really terrible. It's 2-1 Wild. Wow. I think we've gotten lucky a few nights in a row where we haven't been punished for the defensive mistakes, because our goalies have been absolutely crazy, and even tonight Primo has made some crazy saves, but it catches up to you guys, and especially when you're playing a team like the Wild and the way they're playing at the moment, it's going to cost you. It's going to cost you. Primo gives it away, takes a shot in front, goes wide. 10 minutes left in the period. Oof. This is going to be a long night, isn't it? Oof. Hold on, Dauphin clears. Oh, what a hit from Dauphin! Oh my god. Oh my god, another shot. Primo is sprawling. He can't figure. There's no defense there for him. It's crazy. It's so crazy. Oh, pushed in front. There's going to be a scrum between Petrie and Paquette is on the ice too. He's looking for trouble as usual. Not a surprise there. Meanwhile, they're up 2-1. Guys, what do you guys think about that? What do you guys think about that goal? Hold on a second. I'm going to try and clean the screen just a little bit. See what we can do here. I think I'm gonna fix it. There we go. That should be a teeny bit better. Alright. Okay. Bon. Do you think Lecky will get traded? Good question. That's a good question. A lot of rumors surrounding him this weekend. Do you think Lecky will get traded? So I don't know what's going on necessarily with Lehkonen. A lot of rumors now that he might be traded to the Rangers. A lot of players, a lot of GMs in the league are saying that he kind of looks like a Blake Coleman type of player, and we might be able to even get a first-round pick for him. Personally, I wouldn't be trading Lehkonen. I mean, if we're talking about a young core that we want to keep and to build something for the next few years, I think Lehkonen's a part of that. I don't see what would be the value in trading him, even though we would get a first-round pick. I don't know. It's something that I wouldn't be ready to do so far. Man, Kaprizov is just like he's going under the legs. He's really quite the player. I don't know. In the first 10 minutes, guys, this guy has been all over the ice, and he has been causing us a lot of problems. And another shot on Primo. And a save. Wow. Let's see what's going on. Dumba to Benn. Cleared out. Paling out. And... oh, wait, hold on. Paling gives it to Anderson. Finds Paling, takes a slap shot, and it's saved by Talbot. Oof. Canadiens almost capitalized there. Big chance. A lot of chances going back and forth in this game. I'm really surprised. It's good. This is great. This is going to be a good game tonight. I have a feeling. Guys, if you guys are in the live, please make sure to like the stream, subscribe to the stream if you haven't already. Gold Slushy, yeah, I think it's because I started a little bit late. That probably it's not the same numbers as usual, but it usually picks up. And I'm sure we'll be a lot more. I'm sure our colleagues Cole Caulfield will join us in the comments. Carey Price too. Who knows? We'll see. Suzuki takes a shot, fans on it a little bit, then they come up the way. Fiala, and he finds behind the net. Oh, and a save from Primo on the backhand save. There we go. Another save from Kaden Primo. Perfect. That's great. So... I hope he doesn't, but realistically there is a chance, Finn Patterson says. I also heard that GMs are begging for him, so I feel like if they haven't budged, he might not be gone. That's exactly the same thing that I think. And hold on, Evans is going in with speed. Turns around. He finds Sherratt. It goes to Evans again. He loses it. And they come up the other way. Eriksson. Oh. Foligno. Oh! Someone's hit in the face. I think it's Foligno that's hit in the face. Savard is standing over him like a giant. I think Savard might be going to the box for this. Let's see what happened there. Let's take a look at the replay. Did he get cross-checked in the face? Let's take a look. Elbowing. They're going to call him for elbowing. Really? Interesting. Let's take a look. Oh... yeah, he gave a bit of an elbow there. Yeah. Savard, he got away with that one. Well, he didn't get away with it, but he tried. Not amazing. Not amazing. Not an amazing look for him. Let's see. And the Wild are going to be on the power play. A save from Primo. Oh, hold on. Short-handed. Toffoli's coming in. He takes a shot. Gets deflected. Looks like Suzuki. Is that Suzuki? Wow. Yeah. The Canadiens are killing valuable time here on their power play. This is great stuff. Great stuff. Man, I'm scared of this guy Kaprizov, man. This guy is insane. The way he's been skating right now, man. Zuccarello's on as well. Oh, and a pass, a tic-tac-toe, and a save from Primo! Dear Lord! Kaprizov waiting to take a shot. Save from Primo! Guys, it's the first period, and Primo has 19 saves. This is incredible. I've never seen goaltending like this. Look at this save from Kaden Primo. Puts it in the glove, Carey Price style. Wow. Wow. Oh my God. That was crazy. What is up with the Canadiens goaltending these past few games, man? They are on fire. Fire. Incredible. 19 shots in the first period, though. We can't keep conceding this many shots. It's insane. Guys, the guys need to block some shots, man. This is too much. 1 minute left in the power play, 6 minutes left in the period. Oof. Lehkonen and Evans are on. With Kulak. Kulak trying to clear it. He can't. I think Petry's going to get a chance. He clears it down, and we might be able to kill off this power play, guys. The Leckie to Foley Suzuki line has been exciting to watch, yeah. Very, very exciting. I think that's probably our best line so far. And especially on the penalty kill, Toffoli and Suzuki are doing great job. They're doing a really great job. And we just saw it right there. Fiala trying to find Greenway. They take a slap shot, and it's saved by Primo. My God, this is insane. You know, and you could definitely tell the difference between a real, you know, top line and lines that are just not it, you know. I mean, at the moment, you look at these top teams, the way they circulate the puck on the power play. That's the kind of stuff that we need to be doing. And for me, Alex Burrows hasn't been doing it. Oh, wait, hold on. Short-handed to Foley. He breaks away. And it's a save. And actually, the Canadiens are going to get a power play out of this. It's been judged that Toffoli's been either hooked or obstructed, and it looks like the Canadiens are headed to the power play. Interference, and the Canadiens are going on the power play. 2 minutes, perfect, right at the end of the last power play. Let's see what happens here, guys. What do you guys think is happening here? Yeah, Goligoski just definitely not the biggest contact on Toffoli. I'll be honest. If it was the other way, I would be complaining big time. But you know, he grabbed his hand, I guess, and you know, Toffoli still managed to break away. So that was good. Anderson behind the net, trying to find someone. Tries to find Poehling. Poehling is on the power play. Look at that. Who would have thought? Poehling fighting hard in the corner. The Minnesota Wild are very happy to keep it there. Pitlick trying to fight to get the puck. It gets cleared down the ice. Primeau's going to stop it and it's going to leave it to Sherratt. 5 minutes left in the period and a minute 30 left on the power play. Let's check this out. Anderson clears it in. Ooh! Takes down Merrill. Sherratt to Pitlick. Oof. Nothing going on here on this power play. I'm really curious the choice of line to go on the power play now. It's Sherratt. It's Poehling's line with Pitlick. I don't know. Wait, hold on a second. Pitlick's getting a penalty? Oh, that's just... God. Pitlick's getting a holding penalty. Oh, this is just bring the dumb. Oh, this is just dumb. And there goes our power play, guys. As soon as we had it, we lose it in the next instant. This is gonna be a long night, guys. Wow. Finn Patterson, I feel like if we have played since Hughes, we would have had a decent record. I think so. I think that's absolutely true. I think you know, the new manager effect is real. But I think it's making, you know, everything is nuanced, right? So yes, the Canadiens have been playing better. They've won a game. They've got a few points. But what it took to get those wins took a lot, man. Took 48 saves from Primeau, 48 saves from Montembeault, 48 saves, you know. Two back-to-back nights where Montembeault had to make 48 saves. Jeez, you know, it's a lot. Oh, Benn's making his way inside. Looks ahead, can't find anyone, and the Canadiens managed to clear. Good work from Evans. Oh, Romanov. Looks like he stole it. Gives it to Toffoli. Toffoli takes a shot. Pad save from Talbot. And the Canadiens are glad to keep it there. It's going to be some 4-on-4 for the next 2 seconds. And now the Wild are going to go on the power play for a minute. Let's hope we manage to kill this off. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in the period. Let's take a look. Spurgeon. Zuccarello's got it. They're trying to find Eriksson or maybe even Kaprizov, but Kaprizov is left all open there. If they give it to him, we're screwed. Ooh. The mystic. Oh, Sherratt absolutely. It looks like he boarded him in. Ay. I wouldn't want to be boarded by Sherratt, I'll tell you that. This guy is a huge body, man. Would never want to be behind one of his checks. I'll give you that. Looks like the Canadiens managed to kill off that penalty. 2 minutes left in the period. Canadiens are down 2-1 to the Minnesota Wild. Honestly, given the context, I mean, you know, really great start from the Canadiens, but you know, definitely really tough. Here we go. Lehkonen trying to find Evans. And gets cleared all the way, but Wideman manages to keep it in. Pitlick's in the corner, trying to find Evans. Evans trying to find someone in front. He can't make the pass. Ooh, and Kulak trying to chase him down. He manages to make a crucial block. Gets cleared down the ice. And Dauphin will chase. I haven't seen much of Pizzetta tonight. I don't know what's going on there. He should be playing a little bit more than he has already. Petriketianis, yikes, man. Yeah, yikes indeed. It's going to be another 60-shot night, and we're going to... It's basically a game of, can a goalie really win a game for you? Part 4. Like, literally. So, a minute left in the period. Let's see if the Canadiens... Oh, wait, hold on. Dauphin puts it down. Gets blocked. Throws it around the boards. Anderson's there. They're going to call a penalty. And Dumba absolutely pushes Dauphin. Why are none of his teammates going and fighting with him? I want to know, man. What's all that about? They're calling both of them for a penalty. That's dumb. And Dumba gives an extra push there in the back. Dumba should get an extra penalty for that. I don't know about you guys. But, yeah, no, I don't get it. I don't get it. A lot of penalties this period. My God, I feel like every second of the period there's been a power play. Guys, if you guys are watching, I know Kosta isn't here to do it with me, but like, subscribe, like, and subscribe to this video if you guys are watching right now. We live stream Montreal Canadiens games every game this season, at least until we return to the Bell Center with fans and get their opinions on things. Can't wait for that day to come. It can't come soon enough because, you know, it sucks being at home. You know, it's super fun. You know, at least when I have Kosta with me, you know, it's good to have someone to watch a Canadiens game with. But you know, otherwise, you know, it does kind of suck. I'll be honest. Kosta, if you're watching, you know, I miss you. I think they're supposed to be announcing something either 31st of January or 7th of February. There's going to be some restrictions loosened in Quebec, and let's hope so, because I mean we're starting to feel the elements again of a few years ago. So we don't need that. We are 2 years into this. Finn Patterson, I agree. We've been getting a little lucky recently too. I think, you know, it's. I think we've been very, you know, on top of being bad, I feel like we've gotten what's it called? We've also gotten pretty unlucky. I mean, you know, name me another. There's been no other team in the history of at least this season that has had like 30 players on the COVID protocol at once, or on the injury protocol. It hasn't happened. So, I mean, you know, there's an element of just, you know, unluckiness that goes into it. So at least things are kind of getting luckier now. I mean, there's always an element of luck, no matter, you know, what kind of sport you play. 45 seconds, the Canadiens are on the power play. Not gonna make much of this. Gets cleared out. Quick pass from Wideman. Finds Suzuki making a big run, and it doesn't work out. Gets cleared out. And let's see, Wideman, 20 seconds left. Are they going to manage to go and take a shot at least before the end of the period? 14 seconds. They can't even get it in the zone, guys. Come on. Oof, and it gets cleared out again. Oh, and a bad line change. And Kulak gets caught. They take a shot on Primo. Another save. Oh, my God. And he comes out again. Oh! And Hoffman makes a crucial intervention and blocks Frédéric Gaudreau from taking a shot in front of a wide open Primo. He manages to raise his stick just enough to put Frédéric Gaudreau off, and that's the end of the first period, guys. Wow, what a period we've been treated to today. I'll you know what? I'll give it. I'll give it to them. They've been entertaining. That's one thing for sure. That's nothing. The bad things that have happened this season and everything, I think they're kind of making up for it, at least this week, or the last 2 weeks, by at least, giving us something entertaining. Hopefully, something a little bit more entertaining for them will be not to concede 21 shots in the first period, 19 saves for Primo. Wow, very impressive. Very, very impressive. Finn Patterson, once you get back in front of the Bell Center, I think the account will gain a lot of traction. Well, you know what? I hope so. I think we've got some content that probably needs some updates. We've managed to find certain clips that are still relevant and make sense, and it's good. But definitely, I want to see fans again in front of the Bell Center. I think it's going to be super fun. The whole month of February, there's home games. So at least I hope to see them, play a lot of home games in front of fans. If they keep it without fans for 8 full home games, well, it's going to be a long season. But we're looking around. We're going to see. We've been touring a few outdoor rinks. We'll be posting a video soon. From a few of our visits to different outdoor rinks. Hope you guys will like it. So yeah, that's it. Goat Slushy says favorite account in the favorite food in the Bell Center. Honestly, the hot dog's very good. It's a $20 trio, not fun, but I'll tell you what, the hot dogs are damn good. They're damn good. And a very honorable mention, a close second, I'd have to give it to the smoked meat at the Bell Center. The Leicester smoked meat hits the spot, man. Really hits the spot. I don't know what you guys... Tell me what's your favorite food at the Bell Center. There's always stuff like popcorn or whatever, but honestly, for me, the smoked meat and the hot dogs, by far. Man, what else do I got? Here's something I'll show you guys. Figured I might as well bring a few collectibles that I have and show you guys what I've managed to collect over the years. I had managed to go to the retirement night of Guy Lapointe a few years back in 2014, and they gave the program away. Looks something like this. So, and then inside, just shows a lot of his moments. Speaks about his life. Take a look at this. Really cool. Really, really cool. 6 Stanley Cups for Guy Lapointe. Honestly, watching a jersey being retired at the Bell Center, it's quite a special moment. Really, really special moment. I find the ceremonies that the Canadians do at the Bell Center are unmatched anywhere in the NHL almost. It really raises your hair. It really gives you those goosebumps that I don't think you get from other kind of ceremonies around the league. What else do we got? Yeah, so that's what I got here. Guy Lapointe, retirement jersey night. Evil or Pegasus 85. What's up? No offense, but got wild money line tonight. Well, it's looking good for you so far. It's looking good for you. I don't know about you guys, but I think the betting community is in a state of shock after the NFL playoffs last night. I don't know if you guys saw those games. I was absolutely stunned. That Buccaneers comeback was insane. If they had managed to pull off the full comeback, I think they would have just... The city of Tampa would have been burned. It would have been burned to the ground. And it would have been absolutely hilarious to watch. And then the Chiefs against the Bills. Wow, another crazy game. A lot of people said this was the greatest football game they've ever seen. And you know what? I don't blame them. It goes to OT, all the drama. Wow, what a game. A lot of football A lot of interesting football last night. And I'm not someone who watches football religiously, but man, yesterday's games were on another level. When was the last game you've been to, Finn Patterson? The last game I actually went... Oh, I went to Game 3, Stanley Cup Final 2021 against the Tampa Bay Lightning. And if you have a good memory, you might remember what happened in Game 3. I do. It's left trauma on me. Among other moments in my life, that has left trauma on me to a level that I cannot even explain. That was the night that we lost 6-3 to the Tampa Bay Lightning. One of the most depressing things I've ever had to watch in my life. Once it started, before, the atmosphere was absolutely insane. The building was going to explode from how much it felt like this was it. We're down 2-0 at that point, and the game starts, and they concede. And I'm sure you guys remember this. They concede within like the first 2 minutes on the power play, and then surprisingly, the fans were good about it. They decided, we're not gonna stay quiet. We're gonna keep pushing them forward. Like, after the goal that Tampa scored, they all got around. They're like, "Yo, let's go!" And they tried to get behind the team, and then they scored again. It was 2-0 in the first 4 minutes, and then you could hear like a pin drop. You could literally hear a pin drop in the Bell Center. It was dead silent. People were stunned. I was stunned. I couldn't even speak. I swear, I was sitting in my chair. I could not even speak about what was happening at that point. And then, end of the first period, the Canadiens score. And I swear to you, I had my mask on. I ripped that thing in half from how much the building exploded. I was pumped. I was like, you know what? It's 2-1. Let's go. Let's get back into it. Second period starts. Let's go. Same thing. 2 quick goals in the first 4 minutes of the second period, and it's game over. Game over. 4-1 Tampa. The score ends up being 6-3. You guys know the rest. What a game. I remember at the intermission, I was there with my sister, and just quiet. Literally, when you have nothing to say, we had nothing to say to each other. The ride home, I think, was the quietest I've ever been. I could not even speak. It was so terrible. You go, it's the first time in 20 years that the Canadiens make the Stanley Cup Finals, and that's the game you go to. And you see that, that really hurt. That hurt a lot. For me, the series, when it ended, it didn't feel like it had ended on Game 5. For me, when Game 3 was around, that's when it ended for me. So, yeah, there's my little story time on Game 3 of the Stanley Cup Finals last year. Yeah. The smoked meat goat slushy says, honestly, smoked meat, super, super good. That's why I said it's tight. It's tight between that and the hot dogs. For me, it's just hot dogs. It's life for me. Evil or Pekka says, Chiefs game was crazy. Yeah. Wow. Just the scoreline, the drama. I find the NFL in the last, 2-3 years, the drama has been just insane. Top level games. I really hate, though, that they have that overtime rule. Really not that fun. For the purposes of, give both teams a fair shot. In the end, yesterday, the overtime went on for a while, so it's not really the same thing. But what a game. What a game. Finn Patterson, Bills left me heartbroken. Yeah, it's been 2 years now. The Bills gotten in a good position, you know, good team, and they just can't manage to get over the line. It sucks. Yeah, Goat Slushy and Finn Patterson seem to relate to the story. Yeah, my buddy was there. Yeah, I honestly, I did not recover from that game. I think the next time I go into the Bell Center, I'm gonna have like flashbacks of just like shock, you know. Manny Suvlaki, where's your boy? My boy is taking a rest tonight. He's been working hard, so Kosta's taking a rest tonight. He'll probably be back for the next stream. Finn Patterson, yeah, I mean, I would rather them lose 4-1 in the series, because if they lost in 6, I would get false hope, and if they got swept, we would have got clowned. Yeah, you can view it that way. You can view it that way. I think if it was in 6, you know, like I take your point. I would have gotten a little bit of hope if they managed to make it 3-2, and they would have probably like ended me. I can't imagine how much I would have screamed if the Canadiens would have won Game 5. But yeah, we'll never know. 1-goal games, man. A lot of those were 1-goal games. Even the first game, that was a 1-goal game. It's just like at the end they fell apart a little bit. But I mean, you know, very, very tight games. And, you know, that's why I asked myself what could have happened. I really wonder what could have happened, man. On a different day, you know, if we're honest also, you know, I mean, Carey Price in the Tampa series was not at his best. Let's be honest. So, I mean, if Carey Price was on his, you know, his A game and everything, and our offense was, you know, a bit better, I think about it a lot. I think about it a lot, about what could have happened last year. But it's best to start forgetting about it, because we are going in a completely different direction, and we better get used to other things, because if we keep thinking about that as the pinnacle, I think we're going to become very frustrated much more quickly in face of this you know, obvious rebuild that's going to happen here. Manny Suvlaki, I see you're going out for supper. Thank you for stopping by. Drop a like. Anyone who's in the live right now, welcome to the second period. The second period is going to be underway very, very soon. I am under the impression the Minnesota Wild are leading the Canadiens 2-1. And if you guys are so kind, please drop a like and a subscribe to this channel. It would really mean the world to us. We're up and coming. We do a lot of interviews outside the Bell Center. We interview Michael Pezzetta. I'm going to say it again. And for those who are already in the chat, you guys are going to laugh, but I'll say it for the newcomers. Michael Pezzetta is my boyfriend, as Kosta likes to say. So, yeah. Finn Patterson, I think it was 2019 when I was at my last game, and I went to 2 games and the Habs got shut out in both. It sucked because I lived in Hamilton and had to drive 6 hours to get there. Oh my god. From all the way from Hamilton. My god. Okay, I didn't know you were from Ontario. That's super cool, man. Super, super cool. You know, I think 2019, you have to remind me. Let's find out. What were the Canadiens doing in 2019? Canadian season finish by year. Let's see. So, in 2019, I'm guessing you mean the 2018-2019 season. We didn't qualify for the playoffs, so I can't imagine which position we were in. I think we had just missed the playoffs that year. I think they had just missed the playoffs. Yeah, I remember there was that game they had to win against Carolina and they lost. Terrible. Terrible stuff. Manny Suvlaki says, our best chance to win the cup was the year we lost to the Bruins in the first round in OT in Game 7 off a S deflection on Jeff Halpern's skate, I believe. Bruins went on to win the cup. Um, that's yeah. I remember that series. I remember that was a terrible. And the Canadians in recent memory have not had a history of losing in Game 7. Canadians, I mean, in pressure situations, Game 7s, they've won, I feel like, almost every single one, except for that one. You're right. That was like one of the rare times where the Canadians actually didn't manage to make the playoffs. So, to advance on a Game 7 game, we're usually pretty clutch when it comes to those things. I remember the Bruins, I feel like we also beat them in a Game 7 once. In the recent memory, I can't remember which year, but I think we did. Manny Suvaki says, Pizzetta is your dad, we get it. Listen, I had to say it. Goat Slushy, our best shot of winning was in 2014 when Price got hurt. I would tend to agree with that. If Price doesn't get hurt that game, and we go on to beat the Rangers. I mean, Rangers were a good team at that time. No disrespect, but the Canadians at that time, with the kind of players that they had, Galchenyuk and all those guys, we're looking good, man. We're looking real good. Pacioretty was doing well. I think between 2014 and 2021. It's kind of tough though, because when the Canadians were walking into that Tampa series with a lot of momentum, and you could tell at least in the first two games that yes, they lost, but they could kind of hold their own here with the Tampa Bay Lightning, and it's a shame we just didn't get to didn't get to see it. Man, tough. Let's see. Finn Patterson says, yeah, I'm pretty sure we missed by like 1 point. And Manny Sulakio says in 2019, Habs were busy playing golf, my boy. Yeah, that was the year. We missed out by like 1 point, I think, to Carolina. There was a game, I remember. I think Carolina clinched the last spot. It was so bullshit. Finn Patterson, I don't blame you. The Pizzetta interview is iconic. Well, thank you very much. Honestly, it wasn't really an interview. We just saw him, and I mean, I asked a few questions. It was like, I think it was like the third time I was doing this outside the Bell Center. So I mean, it was just to see him there. We just saw a Habs player right on his debut outside, and it was just like, it just happened. So super cool. Thank you for saying it's iconic. I really appreciate it. It was not my best interview. I tried to improvise as I went through. We're not in the business of interviewing players. Jackson Barry, welcome. I've never seen you here. Thank you for joining. Like and subscribe. Does anybody know how I can get a Montembeault jersey in Australia, by the way? That's a good question. If you guys know good sites to get NHL jerseys on discount, please let me know. I've been trying to maybe update my Habs jersey. I feel like I've had it for a while. The NHL shop, yeah. Manny Suvlaki says, but I don't know. Do they ship to Australia? I'd be really surprised if they did. I don't know. That's a really good question. Maybe the Adidas site. Maybe. Not sure. I even counterfeit jerseys. I'd be curious. Maybe one day we're gonna make a little counterfeit fake jersey with a Habs Fan TV logo. Who knows? But we'll see. Fanatics. Stephanie Matar says, yeah, I think Fanatics might be the site to do it. Canadians are on the power play. The second period has just begun. Wideman takes a shot, blocked, and it gets cleared. 24 seconds left on the power play. Looks like the Canadians will not be taking advantage of this one. Pavlo Diak is back. Hello, Alex. Hello to you, Pavlo. Great to see you back. Oh, Foligno is in. Passes across. Wide. Canadians got lucky there. Canadians got real lucky. And the penalty's done. There we go, folks. That's the end of the power play as we know it. Sherrod to Petrie. Petrie tries to find someone. And Dauphin's going in behind the net. Pitlick fighting hard and behind the net. Anderson in front. He just can't get his stick on it. Man, if he was just more alert, he would have gotten a chance there. Petrie. Bad pass. Really terrible pass, man. He has left his brain at home these past few weeks, man. I don't understand it anymore. Zuccarello takes a shot. Save from Primo. There we go. Jackson Barry says International NHL Shop doesn't offer custom Adidas jersey, and I haven't seen a multiple jersey on its own. Yeah, I don't think neither have I. Interesting choice of jersey for a multiple jersey. I really hope, for your sake, that he doesn't get traded or anything like that. That would be terrible. I remember once I'd gotten a Jose Theodore jersey, and then the next year he got traded. So I was like, damn, this sucks. I just get no name on the back. I'm done. I'm done. You know, I'd be the type to probably get like a Carey Price jersey this season, and they'd go and trade him in March. So I'm not buying no player's jersey with a name on it. I support anyone. And the Canadiens, slow start to this period. Pizzetta's back on the ice. I mean, I don't know if someone will tell me this might be his second shift all game. It's ridiculous. It's literally ridiculous. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at the comments coming in. And 17 minutes on the 17 minutes left in the period. Canadiens are still down 2-1 to the Minnesota Wild. Spurgeon should get suspended. What do you do? Who's Spurgeon? Your thoughts on the best Habs coach since the last time we won the Cup? That's a tough one. That's a really tough one. Who's there been? Well, there's been a lot of coaches that have passed through the Canadiens organization. I mean, in the recent era, let's say you've got Carbonneau, Gainey for a few games. Randy Cunningworth for a good few games. Michel Therrien, Claude Julien. Low key, I might say a very unpopular opinion, but I think the best that the Canadiens have played probably under Michel Therrien in 2014. I think he was there in 2014, right? I'm not mistaken, am I? So, yeah, I think probably the best has been under Michel Therrien, which is funny because, I mean, I don't know if Michel Therrien was the best coach we ever had, really. Not super impressive, but, I mean, I'd have to say maybe Michel Therrien. Let's see. Oh, and a save! Won directly on Eriksson from Primo. The Wild they're absolutely in shock. They're in shock from how Montembeault is absolutely stealing this game. It's crazy. I've never seen that. They're literally stunned. They have nothing to say. Let's take a look. Finn Patterson. I have all blank jerseys. Yeah, I think that's the way to go, honestly. On my end, I've been screwed so many times with players on the back of my shirt that I'm just like, you know what? It's enough. I remember I got like, a Galchenyuk one. Thanks a lot. Oh, and they scored. What a shot. Shot almost from the blue line. 3-1 Wild. Ay, ay, ay. A goal from Connor Dewar. He comes into the zone. Petrie and Kulak, not really giving a huge effort to block that shot. And it gets shot. Yeah, I think Primo, for as good as he's done, just flies right over his glove. He should be getting that. Primo should be getting that. Damn. Damn, damn, damn. That sucks. That really, really sucks. Suzuki taking a shot. Blocked in front. Oh, a bad giveaway from Petrie. My God, get this dude off the ice. He misses his check. And they're exposed and they scored again! Dewar, I think, scored again. No. It's going to be Sturm. Nico Sturm just scores. And it's 4-1 Wild. Oh my God. Get this dude Petrie off the ice. He doesn't want to be here. Get it through your heads, guys. This dude, he is lost in the sauce. Oh my God. I don't know if it was, I don't know, like, I don't want to say Petrie because it might be Weidman, but I'm pretty sure it's Petrie. Dear Lord. It's 4-1. My God. Well, this game has really escaped us, hasn't it? That really escalated quickly. And they're taking a timeout. I hope they don't take out Primo. But yeah, no, that was not funny. That was just 2 minutes where the Canadiens just said, nah, you know what? No more defense. Like, literally no more defense. They were already playing no defense. Now they said, like, literally no defense. Come walk in and see what Primo has to say because we do not care. Wow. That is terrible. That was literally terrible. Yeah. It was Petrie. It was Petrie that was on with Kulak. Oh my God. Terrible. Just terrible. I don't know what has happened to Petrie. If anyone in the comments can tell me what is going on with Petrie, I am very curious to hear it. Because this is out of my mind. Canadiens get scored on twice in 5 minutes. In the 15th minute. 15 minutes left. The Wild are up 4-1. Let's go through some of the comments because I'm fed up. So, Jackson Berry, to be fair, I think Allen might get traded because we realize our goalie are as good as hold on a second, Anderson. He gets tripped. He gets held. And looks like the Wild are going to go in the box. Let's see if the Canadiens can get a goal back here. If the Canadiens can get a goal back here, we might have a chance. But let's find out. All right, so Jackson Berry, as he was saying, Allen might get traded. But we realize that our goalies are as good as our defense, really. And I don't know. We will see how Sam's wrist injury goes. Yeah. Let's see what happens with Sam. Oh, hold on a second. It's Anderson that's going in the box. The Canadiens are going to be on the penalty kill. Oh, this is not good. I just know this is not good. It's we are digging ourselves the biggest hole in the history of the world. Oof. This is not good. Ay, ay, ay. Hopefully, Pizzetta can dig up some dirt on Duchamp so he can play his deserving 60 minutes per game. 60 minutes, that's a bit much. But you know what? He definitely should be playing a little bit more, especially tonight. Save by Primo. Let's see if the Canadiens survive this power play. The Minnesota power play is insane so far. They've been when Kaprizov is on, especially it's brutal for them. This is brutal. Greenway. Oh, and a shot in front, wide. Primo, wow, very, very good. Zach Hardy, well, welcome. I've never seen you on the stream. Welcome to the stream. 1909 Edits has sent me. Thank you very much for joining. Like and subscribe if you're liking what you're seeing. Manny Suvlaki, you know I only asked tough question, my boy. Before there was an earlier question about the best Habs coach since the last time they won the cup. Manny brings up Jacques Martin. Jacques Martin is a good. I forgot about Jacques Martin, but of course you can't forget what he did 09-010 when we beat the Washington Capitals and the Penguins back to back to go ahead and reach the Eastern Conference Finals. You can't forget that. But oh wait, hold on a second. We've got Lehkonen, gives it to Evans, over the net. Got to get those on net, boys. On the shorthanded play too. Let's see. Zuccarello's got it. Looking for someone. Oof. A few seconds left. Surgeon. Oh. Zuccarello passes it in behind. Good hit. Lehkonen trying to find Evans, but it falls off his stick. Let's see. I think Jacques Martin, honorable mention. But I think, it was a lucky year. It was a lucky year. I think it was nothing more than that. I think with Michel Therrien, at least you saw a few years where the Canadiens were in the playoffs, playing a type of hockey that I think was generally enjoyable. We had PK Subban. I think Jacques Martin, you know what? Honorable mention. He might be second. Jordie, Benn takes a shot, save from Primo. He has 28 saves, and there's 12 minutes left in the period. Oh, hold on a second. Suzuki's got a chance. He passes in front. He can't get it to Anderson in time. Oof. Man, Suzuki, he did not have a lot of time, but he made it look like he had all the time in the world to make a beautiful pass. Too bad Anderson couldn't get a finger on it. Oh, and that's going to be offside. I think Toffoli was offside there. Manny Suvlaki says, without a doubt, Bergevin was the best GM since we've won the last cup. Yes, but I don't know. Best and worst. I mean, it's I don't know. Okay, not worst. I'm not gonna say he's the worst, but I found it was very average. Very, very average. I mean, you have 9 years to work. Some teams have had time to do 2 rebuilds and win the cup twice during that time. I don't know. I disagree with that assessment, but you know what? Okay, slightly better than average. I'll put him that way. But some trades I just respectfully will never understand them. Some, I understand them now. But yeah, I can't agree with everything that Marc Bergevin did. Petro Katian says, les temps sont durs. Manny Suvlaki, c'est la S. Yes, indeed. Jackson Berry, Tank Commander Petrie, he's listening to Reddit Habs. Yeah, clearly. Either he's listening to Reddit Habs or he's listening to his wife in Michigan who was telling him, come to Michigan, come to Detroit because we're fed up of these lockdowns here. I really don't know what's up. Guys, if you guys are watching, to all of you guys in this live stream so far. Like and subscribe if you guys are enjoying this. We live stream Montreal Canadiens games at least until the Canadiens are back in person. Let's hope that happens soon. Gold Slushy says, do you think is going to win Chicago or the Habs? Who do you think is going to win the Stanley Cup first? Ooh, if I had to pick between the two, probably still pick Chicago. They obviously still need a few more pieces to do that, but yeah, I think it's going to be Chicago over the Canadiens. Manny Suvlaki, when is Kunatis coming back? Kunatis is coming back probably next live stream. Next live stream, Kosta is going to be back. Stephanie Matar says, Guy Carbonneau. I personally like Guy Carbonneau. I think his coaching was good. Press conferences, he was lively. I think he's the type of guy that, could really lay into players, teach them how to, we had our best, power play ever under Guy Carbonneau, I think, under any Habs coach. Tells you a lot about his offensive-minded game. So I like Guy Carbonneau, and I saw a podcast where he was with Tony Marinaro from TSN 690, and he asked him, would you ever, join coaching? He said he probably wouldn't be a coach again, but he'd be willing to go and work with Suzuki and a few centers if ever the Canadiens asked him to, and I think that would be interesting. Oh, breakaway save from Primo on the blocker hand side. Oh my God. 25 saves from Primo so far, even though we're losing 4-1. It's always great to see. Let's see. Manny Suvlaki disagrees with Stephanie Matar's assessment. Ghost Slushy says they should trade Anderson. Look, Anderson, what I really like about him is his physical game more than anything. And, he knows how to shoot the puck. And speaking of Anderson, he cuts inside, tries to give it to Pitlick, and Pitlick doesn't pick it up, and it gets cleared out here. Ooh, counterattack. And, it's almost put on a plate. Ay. Put on a plate for Foligno when he couldn't finish. Kenny's got lucky there. Kenny's got real lucky. Anderson, what I like about him is his physical game, but is it worth it? Is it worth it to see him, not produce offensively as much as we'd want him to? I don't know anymore. I'd probably give him another year, and I think if next year nothing really happens, I think it might be time to get rid. But, he put out a statement saying, I love playing in Montreal and everything, so we'll see. Tyler Toffoli with a shot saved by the blocker. Canadiens only have 9 shots, and it's halfway through the second period. Oof. This is not strong, guys. Got to take more and more shots, but we're never in their zone. Kaprizov. Can we get up top? Oh, deflection. Save from Primo. Zuccarello to Kaprizov. Look at the way he moves, man. It's insane. I'm so impressed with Kaprizov, at least from what I've seen in this game. This guy's crazy. Finn Patterson, I miss Subban a lot. I miss Subban a lot too. But I miss the old Subban. The new Subban, I would not take what Subban has been doing now. The slew foots and that, PK Subban. Not a big fan. But, I think some players are dictated by the city they play in. And I think one of those players was definitely PK Subban, You're right. Maybe elsewhere, he hasn't been as great. Against the Predators, he made the Stanley Cup Finals. Didn't manage to win, but it still showed, his value was not, not there. But, definitely didn't live up to expectations. Not playing in New Jersey. Not really impressing anyone other than the NHL Department of Player Safety with all of his slew foots there, and I think it would have panned out very differently if he had stayed. I'm very happy with the choice that we made with Weber, but I think life would have been very, very different for him, and I think for us too. You know, if he was a problem in the locker room, I understand, but it'd be interesting to see why there was those problems. If everyone hated PK, I mean, fine, but I mean, you know, it sounded like most of the beef was between Subban and Pacioretty, and Pacioretty ended up leaving because he didn't really care anymore. So, yeah, a lot of things to think about that. A lot of ways to look at that PK. It's never a clear cut answer. Never a clear cut answer. There's always a different way to look at it, and it's not as easy as saying, well, look at what happened to him now. He would have been like this if he was with us. I wouldn't say that. Stephanie Matar, Kreider gets his 30th tonight and takes on the lead for the Richard Trophy. Who would have thought? 30 goals for Chris Kreider halfway through the season already. Pretty insane. Pretty insane feat. I'll give it to him. Oh. And the Canadiens, not much rhythm in this game. 6 minutes left in the period. I'm as you can tell, I'm yawning. I'm not. This game is now, after a very entertaining first period, is now putting me to sleep almost. Funny how things work like that. Oh, a chance in front. The Wild putting on a lot of pressure. They're toying with us. They got lost in those. Oh, Suzuki's got it. Tries to pat it down, but can't manage to keep it. Oh, Pitlick's got it. Tries to find Anderson, but Anderson not coming there quick enough. Greenway dumping it in. Here we go. Paling dumps it in. The Canadiens trying to create some offense here, but they just can't keep it out of their zone. The Wild are just absolutely going through them. Oh, Kaprizov coming in very quickly. Oof. Man, the way he skates is just insane. Dumba. Passing it in behind to Zuccarello. Chance in front. Blocked. Dumba. Oof. It gets blocked. And a 3-on-2. Hoffman. Dumps it in the corner. Dauphin's got it. Managed to keep it. Can maybe create something. Here's Dauphin. He finds Suzuki. Dauphin again. Slap shot. Petrie! Oh! Goes right over the glove. It almost trickled in. There was a chance. Kulak takes a shot. Wide. Here we go. Takes a shot. Wide again. Get those shots on net, boys. Come on. Pizzetta staying with... Oh, and he takes a slide. And it gets cleared out. Let's see. Stephanie Matar, happy with Weber. You lost a subscriber here. Hold on a sec. Okay, let me nuance. Let me nuance what I'm gonna say about Weber. Okay. I think what it is for me with Weber is that you got the best defenseman in the league, and you traded away a defenseman that was among the top of the league. Oh, Wideman takes a shot. Another save from Talbot. Both goalies having good games today, even though the Canadiens haven't taken that many shots. I mean, Talbot's made some good saves. All right, so here's what Stephanie Matar lays out her case, and maybe I'll lay out my case after. 2016, missed the playoffs. 2017, first round exit. 2018-2019, missed playoffs. 2020, first round exit. Last year, fluke. So, a lot of things to as people like to say, unpack there. Okay, and the way I look at it is to also look at what PK Subban is doing now. You have to take into account some element of it. So what can we conclude from the way PK Subban's career has turned out? Already in Montreal, when we had traded him, there was already a lot of complaints about PK Subban's defensive work. I was one of them. I really didn't think that he was almost. I almost didn't even think he was suited to be a defenseman. That's how much I believed it. I believe that this guy, you could almost put him as a forward, and it would be better than keeping him on defense, because you put him in a high pressure situation like a penalty kill, or the last 2 minutes of a game. If you want to be a so-called best defenseman in the league, you got to be able to put in any kind of position, and you can be able to handle it. PK Subban, for as much as offensive work that he used to do, defensively, he lacked. He lacked a little bit. So, what do? Marc Bergevin says, I'm going to trade this guy who lacks a bit defensively, causing a bit of issues in the dressing room, for Weber, who is aging. Understood. But still the best defenseman in the league. He will give you a lot of points offensively, and he'll help you on defensive end. Both of those things, despite the team performance in the end, were true. And that's why I think it was the better pick. And I think that, crucial in making the Stanley Cup Finals in 2021. So, yeah, that's the way I see it. I mean, PK Subban, when he was there on the Canadiens, I think it was a particular time. I think the Canadiens' attack was a little bit better than it was now. So, a lot of things. Oh, Anderson gets a chance in front. He can't shoot. Savard trying to pass it across. Wow, what a pass. Terrible. Pitlick can't even get a handle on it, and it gets cleared out. 3 minutes left in the second period. That has flown by. So, yeah, I think... I will say, though, with Weber, is I don't think he should have been captain. And I think there's a growing frustration, I think, among the media that he hasn't even come out for 20 minutes just to talk to, forget talking about to the media. Talk to the fans and tell us what's the story. Why is the captain of our team, not talking? Why is he hiding? What's the story there? I don't know about you guys. Let me know in the comments. What do you guys think of the whole Weber situation? Do you guys find this weird? I certainly do. I think it's unprecedented. I think there is no other captain in the National Hockey League that would literally just not talk to the fans, despite an injury, despite retirement, despite whatever. At some point he was back in Montreal. He could have done a 20-minute thing. The press could have organized it. But no, we never had that option, and we're stuck with this situation. Hi. Oof. Frédéric Gaudreau, the Quebecer, looking very, very good for the Wild. Few chances. I'm impressed. Second period coming to a close, and the Canadiens find themselves in the Wild zone. Dauphin finds Paling in behind. Dauphin still working hard in the corner. One thing about Dauphin, I don't think he'll be on the team for very long, but he works hard, the guy. He really does work hard. Oh, chance up front. Scramble. Nothing doing. Petrie sending him back. Doesn't even look. Could have been a disastrous play. Ends up being okay. Merrill in the center. Hartman. And sent out. And let's see. Lekkonen's going to win that chase. Sends it out in front. Hits the side stanchion of Talbot's net. Toffoli trying to make a big hit. He ends up falling. Lekkonen trying to find some kind of hope here. If we can get a goal, give us a little bit of hope. But I mean, it is 4-1. I won't lie. I don't know who had Minnesota money line before, but that looks like it's going to hit. And I think if you go up by 3, you get an instant cash out on Bet365 or something. So, power to you guys. But yeah, this is not how we thought this game was going to turn out. Romanov takes a shot, blocked 3-on-2 on the other way. Kaprizov, Zuccarello scores on a tight angle. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, that's terrible. Primo. What is going on? Oof, they're talking about pulling Primo, and, you know, I wouldn't argue against it. I mean, at this point, oof, just goes right. Zuccarello just goes absolutely top corner on Primo, right in the tiny space that's left between his shoulder and the crossbar. And he squeezes it in, and it's 5-1. Wow. Wow. Oof. This is not good, guys. I've been seeing some replays of the Spurgeon hit there. Looks very, very dirty. I don't know about you guys. I just saw the hit that Spurgeon just did. I just saw the replay. Just a pure headshot on Dewar. Dewar has not returned to the game, by the way. Just an update. Dewar hasn't returned to the game and probably will not return to the game. That was a clear headshot. And oh, and there's a fight. Anderson's fighting. Look at that. Anderson and Hartman are going at it. There we go. There's some fight back from Anderson. Oof. There we go. Anderson gives a hit to Spurgeon. And he's trying to go after him, but Spurgeon's not ready to fight. And looks like Hartman comes instead and wants to fight with him. And that fight ends very, very quickly. Anderson ready to give him a pummeling. I love it. But you see, that's, you know, they were saying before to trade Anderson. That's the kind of stuff I like to see from Anderson when he's lively and physical. Just like that, I mean, perfect guy. Perfect when he's like that. So, man. But I have to say, tough night. Tough night for the Canadiens, man. 5-1. Let's hope they stop the bleeding, man. Let's see what happens here. Well, look, Hartman and Anderson, they both hit each other with the stick at the same time. I don't know who's getting the instigator penalty. They'll probably give it to Anderson. Let's see what happens here, guys. Not too optimistic with what's gonna happen here. Oh wait, looks like it might be Hartman that's getting the instigator penalty. That's the good news. The Wild head coach is absolutely going crazy. The Wild head coach is going wild. So they end up giving a penalty both ways. And there's the end of the period. And it looks like there was a bit of scuffling going on. TV and RDS decided not to show it. Okay. Goat Slushy, do you think Montreal need a centerman that could have a good face-off? Yeah, I think so. I mean, Dano was a good one. Lost him. We used to have Plekanec that used to be pretty good. Lost him. And we never really replaced them. And I think that, winning faceoffs is kind of something that's necessary in today's NHL. Winning a faceoff can get you a goal. So, it's tough. I think that it's something that we would want, but I mean at this point we'll take just about anything. JTD, welcome to the stream. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. We got to stay strong, y'all. Most great teams nowadays went through some level of misery at some point. Yes, I agree. I think that we are not the first team that is going to finish last, and we're not the last. But I think it's just that over the last 10 years, I think it's happened twice or 3 times that we finished last. I don't know if that's completely normal in today's NHL. I mean, I know some teams have, but I mean, is it normal necessarily? I think these are franchises that are not necessarily run in a fantastic way that are finishing the last all the time. So, yeah, I don't know. It's at the end of the day, no pain, no shame. Speaking of that, I'm hearing a lot more about people not being that interested in Shane Wright anymore. I'd be curious to know what you guys think. Would you guys rather draft Savoie? Would you guys rather, get some picks for the 2023 draft, which is going to have Connor Bedard in it? Up to you guys to tell me what you guys think, but I mean, I'd love to think that will be the case. Finn Patterson says, these are the type of games that I know that we're going to lose, but I want Caulfield to score, but it sucks because he's not playing. I think Finn, when it comes to yes, of course, this is a game that we're supposed to lose. And Minnesota Wild, great team, probably going to be Stanley Cup contenders. I mean, at least from what I see tonight, they are quite a menacing team. These guys are no joke, so wouldn't be surprised. Caulfield is supposed to be joining the team back soon. So that's good. With COVID again, Armia with COVID again. So we'll see how they do when they return to the lineup. Caulfield, I think though, it'll be interesting to see whether Kent Hughes pulls the trigger and sends him back to Laval or not. I have a feeling that because of the injuries that are going on right now, we just lost Dvorak as well. Another center gone. Man, this is tough. So I think we're gonna have to manage and keep him here, even though I think I'd rather he'd be in Laval. So yeah, that's pretty much it for me on that. I'm gonna go get myself a coffee because I can tell I'm falling asleep. This is terrible. I'll be right back. All right, let's see what else is going on in the chat. JTD, he doesn't look very exciting, but he's a more mature pick, in my opinion, probably a year away. Yeah, I would argue. I would even argue later than a year. I don't know if it hurts a lot of Habs fans to hear that, but I think he needs to develop his physical game mostly. If you look at him, he gets pushed off the puck very easily. His positioning is good, but he's very offensive minded. He gets caught, and I think right now with the Canadiens team and the coach that is in place, they've been very focused on this on this strategy where all 5 players are supposed to be defensive minded, and everyone's supposed to be able to stay in their positions and have an all around game. But sometimes you just need to recognize that some players are good at one thing and one thing only. Caulfield is good at scoring. He's good at one thing and one thing only. So keep it that way. And that's why it would be nice, it would have been nice to have someone like Danault with Caulfield, in my opinion, who could cover that 200-foot game and at the same time let Caulfield do what he does best, which is score and, play and get his positioning perfect. I'll be right back. Gotta get some coffee to stay up for this last 20 minutes, honestly. Favorite ice cream? Honestly, just some soft serve, vanilla. That makes the day for me. I have no other problem than that. I mean, other than that, cookies and cream could do the job for me. Caramel could do the job for me. Cookies and cream. Cookie dough ice cream, probably my top. But it's like if you eat too much cookie dough ice cream, you kind of get screwed. Like it screws up with your stomach a little bit. It doesn't taste that good anymore. So that's my thought. I'll show you guys something else actually. I want to show you guys this right here. I don't know if you can see it too well. This is a signed toque that I found from Alex Kovalek that I had bought. It was a charity event at the Bell Center one night when I had gone to watch a game. So for around I think like $200 to $300, you buy a hat and you don't even know who's on it. Oh no, it was $50. There we go. Certificate of authenticity. Alex Kovalev, 2008. There you have it. There you go for $50. I have a signed toque from Alex Kovalev, so that's pretty cool. And then a few years later, I also went and got This one was from, I don't know if you guys could see it, Alex Galchenyuk. Signed toque from Alex Galchenyuk. So that's pretty cool. Too bad he didn't manage to stay around. Very weird that I managed to get, in both years, number 27. That's crazy. Number 27. What a number that's been over the years. You know, from Kovalev to Galchenyuk. I don't know. Is there any 27 on the Canadiens at the moment? I don't think so. Let me know who's your favorite Habs player. I think Kovalev could probably enter that category for me. Only thing with Kovalev is, you know, he's a guy who played like an all-star 1 out of every 10 or 5 games, you know. So inconsistency killed him. Would have probably made him a Habs legend for me if we were just a little bit more consistent. The Canadiens down 5-1. Let's take a look at the schedule that's coming up for the Canadiens. So the Canadiens' next game is going to be against the Ducks on Thursday. We've got the Oilers on Saturday. That'll be fun. Hope you guys tune in for that one. That'll be pretty fun to see Draisaitl McDavid. It's supposed to be at the Bell Center. Are they going to play at the Bell Center? In front of an empty crowd? That must be weird. So Saturday, Canadiens are playing the Oilers. On Sunday, they're playing the Blue Jackets. Oh, that's going to be a jam-packed week. And then we got a week break. The Canadiens are going to have a week break. And on February 8th, they're back against the Devils. Audrey S. Salut. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you could change a defenseman, who would it be? Could we get rid of all of them? I think we got to get rid of. Well, yeah, Clara Rose. Well, welcome. Hope you can like and subscribe. Romanov is number 27. Yeah, true. I completely forgot. Speaking of Romanov, that would probably be the only defenseman I'd keep. The rest can go. Quite sincerely, you know, all the guys. The rest of them. You know, Sherratt will get traded for reasons not because he's not good enough, but just because he's so good that he can go and get us a first-round pick. I mean, that's good enough for me. By the way, it looks like Sherratt's probably going to go to Florida, if anything. That's the rumors that are going around right now. Elliot Friedman has been reporting that it's probably between the Florida, Edmonton Oilers, but I think it's looking more and more likely it's going to be the Panthers. So I'd probably keep Romanov and literally no one else. Maybe Joel Edmondson when he comes back. What's the story with Joel Edmondson? I think the Canadiens need to do a much better job of communicating to the fans what's going on with these injuries, because, I mean, how long has Joel Edmondson been out? Like, he's been out since the Stanley Cup. Is that normal? Like, it's a bit too long in my opinion. So many questions about injuries. Carey Price's injuries. That's something else that doesn't make too much sense anymore. You know, how is it that the Canadiens thought he was going to start the season because his knee had been recovered, and then all of a sudden in January they say that no, finally we're back at square one. Very, very weird situation. I think the Canadiens need to clear that up, or else it's not going to be a fun. It's not going to be a fun week. It's not going to be a fun week for the Canadiens. So, yeah, I think the media and the fans deserve answers to these questions, such as Weber, Price, Edmondson. These injuries are so long term. No updates. Every time there's an update, people freak out because it's like, oh my god, finally we get an update. But this is not what regular hockey teams do. It's only the Canadiens that do this. Audrey S says Romy and Savard would be my pick. I don't know about Savard. I respectfully don't think Savard is up for it. But I mean, we're kind of stuck with him now with $4 million a year. I don't know how many teams are going to be willing to take that contract. So I guess I guess they would be our pick out of necessity, out of just, that's what it is. Stephanie Matar and Finn Patterson raised the point that Edmondson's dad died recently, so I think we can forgive him. I totally get it. Totally get it. It's a really terrible thing to hear. But I was just curious to know, as before this period, what happened there, what happened in the last 6 months or 8 months where we got no updates on Joel Edmondson, where he was about to start skating, and then now it's like indefinite. I don't know. Terrible thing to hear. If he takes a break the whole year, I mean, at this point it doesn't really change anything. A lot of stuff going around in terms of mental health around the Canadiens. There's an interesting podcast I saw recently with Nathan McKinnon, and he was talking about how his game really elevated once he started talking to a sports psychologist. And the Avalanche actually hired one full-time to be with Colorado and for the players to go ahead and talk about their struggles, talk about how they feel after games and not producing and everything. And it was very eye-opening. And I think that soon enough, I think it's a matter of time before the Canadiens get a sports psychologist, because I think that there's so many questions surrounding all these guys that it's something that they need to address seriously. Drouin was one guy. Carey Price, is dealing with, not just mental health issues, but just, addiction issues and such. And I think the Canadiens are doing a great job of taking care of their guys. So it's got to be part of the plan. I find also, in terms of injuries, the Canadiens are getting a lot of injuries, man. I'm not going to criticize the medical staff, never, but I mean, there must be in the way that they're being coached, or there's something that's causing this many injuries. I don't think there's any other team in the NHL that gets as many injuries as the Montreal Canadiens, and you just got to look statistically at that and say, well, you know what, that's a lot. Who do you think is going to be traded before the trade deadline? Good question. Let's take a look at the squad. By the way, third period has just begun here at the arena. Let's take a look. Let's see. All right. So third period, 5-1 for the Minnesota Wild. I think out of all the players that are going to get traded, I mean, realistically, I think Ben Sherrod is gone. I think that Anderson might be gone. It's debatable. I don't think Dvorak is gone. I think they just got him. I don't think that they're going to quit on him that quickly. Lehkonen might be gone just for the, if they end up giving into, these trade rumors that are surrounding them, especially New York Rangers really interested in him apparently. Would be really interesting to see how that turns out. It just came out of nowhere a few days ago. I think that it's something that's come up. Clara Rose says, wasn't he injured? Yes, he was. He was injured. We don't really know what it was. They said upper body injury like they always do. So we'll never know. I don't even know. Could someone tell me what's the use of saying it's an upper body injury or a lower body injury, or just calling it for what it is? I really doubt that the NHL is a league that people are able to target a specific part of your body and injure you. Maybe in the olden days this is how it was, but I mean, in today's NHL, I haven't heard too many stories of players targeting certain areas of people's bodies to injure them. I mean, you can do that in almost any sport, but people choose not to, I don't know, be so secretive about it. Stephanie Matar, I honestly don't think Price and Edmondson are vaccinated, and we've seen Weber inside the Bell Center, but we haven't seen the other two guys. That's interesting. Yeah, this story about vaccination, it's come up on Angela Price's blogs. She's I wouldn't say anti-vaxxer, but has shown some hesitancy against vaccination, whatever it is, and people are alluding to the fact that maybe Carey Price subscribes to the same views, and that's what caused it. Oh, breakaway Kaprizov sends it over completely wide. By the way, little update: Primo has been pulled, and McNiven is getting a start here. I don't know if it's his first appearance in the NHL, but I mean McNiven is in. Kaprizov wants to get another crack at it. Kulak intercepts. Let's see. Yeah, McNiven is in front of the net. Claro says yes, he is. Very interesting situation with him. Publicly criticizes the organization about not being played enough, and here he is. I don't know. I personally don't love that kind of move, to criticize your own organization so publicly. But I'm sure he's quite frustrated. But I mean, if he was better than Montembeault and Primo, I mean, we would have seen him by now. So I mean, we'll I don't think I'm going to judge him off the third period in a game where we're already losing 5-1. But I don't know. I honestly don't think there's a future here for McNiven, given our goalie, depth at the moment. Oh, Pitlick takes a shot, scores! Pitlick scores! Here we go. Let's go. Do we have a chance? Pitlick against his old team. Let's go. 5-2. Canadian score. Let's take a look at this. Kaprizov had a huge breakaway chance. Sends it over. McNiven might have got a touch on it. And what happens here is, Evans behind the net. Paquette passes right in front to Pitlick. And Pitlick puts it top shelf. Talbot falls pretty easily. And the Canadians are up 5-2, and the Canadians are only down 5-2 now. Nice. Mehdi Bendali, welcome to the stream. Like and subscribe if you are enjoying the screen. Really, really appreciate it if you would give us a shot. Check us out on YouTube. The game is just sad. Yeah. Funny timing, because I read it, and then we scored, and I was like, oh, okay. Well, that's not so bad. Paquette gives it all the way across. Romanov got it. Sends it in behind. Paquette working in the corner. The puck is kind of stuck there. I think the ref might have to call it at some point here. Pitlick is in there and it gets cleared out. Let's see. Pitlick. Ooh, there's going to be a penalty for, I think, the Canadians. Interference. Cédric Paquette's going to get a penalty. Man, I really don't like this kid, man. Just a terrible attitude. What a terrible attitude. Getting stupid penalties. Just stupid. I'm fed up, man. I'm fed up of seeing this guy Paquette play. I'm really fed up. Finn Patterson, comeback season. Kinda. At this point, if the Canadiens were to come back in this game, then I'd be honestly like pissed. I'd be pissed. I'd be like, guys. Like now, it's kind of ridiculous for you to try and come back in the game. You know, when it's 2-0, whatever. You know, try and get a point and everything. No, 5-2. The Canadiens are gonna come back and win this game. No, that would be dumb. And now the Minnesota Wild have a power play, and these guys look insane. Oh, giveaway, Kaprizov, Suzuki in front, saved. Oof. Ay. Not the best shot from Suzuki, but man, what a chance on the short-handed play here. Ooh, when they score, McNiven gets scored. Boldy scores, and it's 6-2. Wild. Well, you know what? Take a stupid penalty Paquette and enjoy it. This is just dumb. This is just dumb. What time is it? Where I am, it's 10:12. I'm fed up. I friggin' hate this with every bone in my body. This is just terrible. Right over the shoulder of McNiven. Yeah. Can't exactly say it's McNiven's fault or whatever. We're just getting outshot, guys. Our defense. We are just not good enough. Hoffman gets a chance, sends it across, can't find its way. Oh, deflection in front. Can't find its way to Pezzetta. And that's it. Wow. What an L. Damn. That's tough. That's real tough. I'm numb at this point. It's a shame. We've had a good, decent run the past 2-3 games. Looks like our point run is going to come to an end. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Finn Patterson trade Paquette for a bunch of picks. Get him for a 5th or 6th rounder. I don't even care. Get this dude out. I don't like his attitude. I don't think anyone likes his attitude at this point. I think he's done. I don't even know how this guy has a Stanley Cup. That's insane. Him and Savard, insane. You know, when the Stanley Cup champions give you players after you just made the Stanley Cup final, aren't you just a little bit like curious? Didn't your sus meter turn on for a little bit to be like, that's a bit weird? Well, now we know. Just terrible discipline problem that Paquette has, and I just don't like it at all. One bit. Still can't believe that Spurgeon, they didn't catch the Spurgeon, headshot on Dewar. So clear. It was such a piss off. Whew. Guys, this is depressing. There's no other way to put it. Apparently stats, interesting stat, the most times allowing 5+ goals in a game within a team's first 41 of the season. The Canadiens now hold the record with 15 games where they've conceded 5 or more. Wow. That's an actual stat. That is an actual stat that exists. That's insane. Oof. Every 3 games, that means the Canadiens have conceded more than 5 goals. How is that even real? Clara Rose says, we always have a penalty at the wrong time. Literally. Forget wrong time. All the time. We literally have a penalty all the time. And it doesn't stop. They just such a lack of discipline on this team that I hate it. I hate it. Bad. Well, in other news, Émilie Castonguay, who was given a chance at the assistant GM job here, well, at the GM job here in Montreal, ends up being hired as assistant GM for the Vancouver Canucks. Very interesting, very, very interesting. Might be the start of her career as in hockey operations. We'll see how that goes. Maybe she'll find her way back to the Canadiens eventually. The only time will tell. Very interesting. First, I don't know if it's just definitely not the first woman GM in the NHL. Is it? Someone might have to correct me, but I think it might be. The first female assistant GM in Canucks history, yeah, for sure. But I mean, let's see. I'm very curious to see this. Oh, takes a shot, save. Okay, and Suzuki's got it. Coming in quick, takes a shot, not too great. And it's saved. Oh, and it wasn't whistled. I think the RDS crew took off the overlay because they thought it was over. Hold on a second. Finn Patterson, once the Habs become good again, we will look back at these times and be happy we stay with them. I think so too. I totally agree. I'm not, well, out of all the people, I'm not sad that I started this channel this year and everything. Oh, hold on a second. He's in. Save. Lehkonen was on a breakaway and he gets stopped. Oh, Petrie got it. Takes a shot. Saved by the glove of Talbot. Petrie sends it across. Kulak, you useless. He up. Make it stop. Do not tell me who just scored. Was that John Merrill? No, Jordie Benn. Oh my god. Make it stop. The pain is too much. Please make it stop. Please make this stop. I'm tired. I've had enough. Please make this stop. I'm in pain. Seven to Wild. I can't even. I'm just so flabbergasted. I can't even get up to change the score. Ay ay ay. That is sad. Wow. What a blowout. Ten minutes left in the third period. Minnesota Wild 7, Montreal Canadiens 2. Oof. This is rough, guys. Wow. This sucks. Sorry, I don't think I think the connection is kind of iffy tonight. Sorry about that. But yeah. There we have it, folks. Finn Patterson, to be honest, I wouldn't even be watching if you weren't live. I probably would have turned it off at 5-1. Yeah. Well, I'm glad we're suffering through the pain together. I wouldn't blame you if you left alive either. But thank you for sticking with me throughout this display. I'm going to call it that. I'm not even call it a game. A game involves competition. There is no competition here. Oh, are they going to give a penalty? Oh, I think they're going to give a penalty here. Oof. 7-2, wild. This is wild. Clara Rosewell, this is just depressing, yeah. Yup. This is depressing. Philippe Poulard says, in 3 to 6 years, the Habs will be a cup contending team. Mark my words. You know what? I'll agree. I agree. I don't think. I think what we're showing right now is definitely not even half the capability of our team. Not even a quarter. And with additions, could be 10 times better than this. But for the moment, it's just misery. Still unfortunate that Dewar was injured on that play. Not the best. Losing another guy, it sucks at so early in the game and due to a headshot. I mean, it's pretty terrible. So yeah, Tan Man, welcome. Philippe Poulard, subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Tan Man as well. Wild already won, yeah. Looks pretty dead in the water, guys. It's okay. It was already dead at 4-1. I don't know if anyone thought they were going to come back from that. Finn Patterson says this game is not P. Indeed, this is, if pushing P is a word, this is the absolute antonym. The absolute opposite of whatever pushing P can be, because this is pushing nothing. That's what it is. Pushing absolutely nothing. That's crazy. Aye. 7-2, and the Wild are on the power play. This is gonna be bad. This is gonna be so bad. Finn Patterson, yeah, this team is so talented. It's just half are injured and half don't produce. Yeah, it's that's a good way to put it. Literally half are not there, and half are there, and they play in a disinterested way. I think tonight maybe is a tic-tac-toe. Kaprizov almost takes opportunity, but gets cleared out. 1:30 left in the power play and the third period. There's 7 minutes and a half left. Tan Man says, I subbed with notification. Thank you for subscribing, Tan Man. Really appreciate it. Go check out our videos. I'm sure you're going to like them. I guarantee it. Thank you for liking as well. Guys, also, if you guys already subscribed to our channel, turn on your notifications. Get the notification when our live stream goes up. Get the notification when our videos go up. That would be really great. Go Slushy, I have to go. See you next stream. Go Slushy. Hopefully Kosta will join us for that one. Make it a bit more lively as well. And pass to Toffoli. Toffoli just shoots it completely wide. Oof. Toffoli's the only one fighting in the corner. 30 seconds left on the power play. Ooh, I hope they don't give a penalty for that. They could have. Toffoli. I just got a fun fact. Apparently, according to Stephanie, the Wild have never scored more than 7 in a game until today. Nice. Nice. Well, yeah, and Clara Rose said it's the first time they lose by 7. I don't know if that's like it's like, oh, okay, like, I mean, we haven't lost by 7 yet. Well, I mean, oh wait, hold on, Savard passes in front. Suzuki had an open net. Oh, painful. This is a painful night. See, this is what happens. Kosta's not next to me. I think Kosta was the good luck charm. I think that's what it was. Wow. Canadiens. It's the first time they lose by 7 this year, yeah, for sure. For sure, and apparently the Wild have never scored 7 goals in a game, so until tonight. Save from McNiven. Congratulations, McNiven. Oh, there's a fight. Is there? Oh, Finn Patterson pushing L. Oh yeah, there's one thing that we're pushing. We're pushing L. Big time. Painful. So, here are the teams that are interested in Sherratt, if anyone's interested. Florida's interested. St. Louis, Calgary, and I'm going to leave this one for last. Toronto. Imagine that, Ben Sherratt as a Toronto Maple Leaf. That would be really, really funny. Imagine Oiler fans, you know, it sounds like the Oilers are out of the running for Sherratt. Where did that happen? I mean, I'm sure the what's it called? The Oilers were supposed to be front runners for Sherratt, and all of a sudden they've just dropped out of the race. And the way that they've been playing right now, I think they're 13th in the West. What a joke! What a joke! I don't blame the Edmonton fans throwing their jerseys on the ice, because that's just disgraceful. I mean, look, I'm not a fan of throwing jerseys on the ice, but that's a special situation. Oh, and they scored. McNiven was sprawled out. No chance. His defense is useless. It's 8-2. Ay. Gaudreau makes a move, and Fiala, all he has to do is just touch it in. And Romanov can't stop it. He just decides to barrel into Fiala. And it's 8-2. I think it's time to have the conversation about firing Dominique Duchamp. There's about 4 minutes and a half of the game. I think it's time. I think Duchamp has had his time. I think it's good, you know, Stanley Cup finalist and everything. I think he just doesn't know how to motivate these guys anymore. They're motivated by the new GM. Oh my God! Do something. It's like that meme of SpongeBob. Like, he's just like, do something. Poof. Just gets dumped down the ice for an icing. How useless was that? My lord. Finn Patterson, my eyes are rotting. My eyes are closing. How about that? My eyes are literally closing. What a terrible game. And frozen by McNiven. Yeah, he's made a save. Well, you know what? For all this talk from McNiven about he should be playing in this, that. I mean, he hasn't really done himself any favors tonight. Was that like 3 goals and like 5 to 10 shots? Really not done himself a favor. Finn Patterson says, I can't last the last half of the season with Deschamps. Yeah, neither can I. I think it's time for him to go. You know, I don't know if they really want to give him a chance to prove himself next year. I think the chance to prove himself was this year, and he has failed quite miserably. Anderson looks like he wants to get into another fight. I see him laying another big hit at some point. But yeah, I can't see the last half of the season ending with Deschamps either. I think Kent Hughes will probably make a decision very, very soon on Dominic Deschamps, because it doesn't make sense anymore. Someone tell me what's the system, especially defensively. There is no logic as to what they're supposed to do. There's no, you know, Jeff Petrie, was he lying when he said that they have no structure? Not that he's one to talk. I think individually he's just been poor, but I think also just structurally it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense how they could be this disorganized at the back. It's so insane. So insane. Yeah. Guys, if you guys are watching, this is Habs Fan TV. We're still out here. It's 8-2. Please like and subscribe our video. I hope you guys are kind of enjoying at least my commentary on this game, but giving it our best shot. We are giving it our best shot. Petrokatianis, this is tragic and embarrassing. No system defensively. Yep, can't agree more, Petrokatianis. That's exactly my assessment. It's the assessment of many people now. You know, this could end up being the worst Canadiens franchise team ever. Like, literally ever. Like, the worst team, you know, I mean, statistically wise, ever. But they're not this bad, man. We all know that, but it's just, I can't believe they're actually playing this bad. 8-2. 2 minutes left in the third period. Please make it stop. Please make this stop. Oof. Petrokatianis says Savard never knows what he's doing on the ice. Yeah. Oh, and they're getting another chance. Us completely wide from the Wild. Oh, don't make it 9. Oh, and they're passing it around. Oh, big save from McNiven with his glove. Wow, cool. Cool. I mean, I think this is actually McNiven's first appearance in the NHL. Wow, what a first appearance. What a terrible way to start your career. Finn Patterson, respect the grind. Thank you very much. Appreciate it, man. Really appreciate it, and I love your work too, man. I respect your grind as well, man. We're in a tough business of video creating for the Montreal Canadiens in 2022. This is very tough. Clara Rose, nothing works and they're not playing as a team. Yup. Literally, yup. There's Nothing's working. And you know what? For as much as you want to say, well, you know what, Duchamp's system will work when there's a good team and blah, blah, blah. Well, you know what? No, I don't believe it anymore. This team should be good enough. I don't know what system he has. I don't know if it's like the most secret, way to coach a hockey team. But I mean, this doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense anymore. And it looks like Minnesota are just going to run out the clock because they just want to stop embarrassing us at this point. And there's going to be a fight that's coming out. Pezzetta's in it. Oh, look at the end of this game. I want someone to go after Snogden. I really want someone to go after him, and I hope that's who they went after. Oh my God, look at that punching going on there. Paquette's into it. Oh, look, now he wants to be undisciplined. Do it at the right moments, man. Yeah, here, now you can fight. Pezzetta's into it. Greenway's into it. Let's see what happens here. Minnesota Wild were passing it in behind the net, and I guess the Canadiens took some offense to it, and Pezzetta just decided to absolutely barrel into someone. Yeah, Pezzetta just laid in a huge hit on Dumba. Finished his check, and he was ready for that. Foligno came right into him, and Pezzetta, he's ready. He's got two guys on him, and Foligno's coming towards him, and Sherrod just jumps in there like the giant he is. Wow. Well, that's a relatively exciting end to a game. Ay. What a fight. Clara Ross, this is sad. Yep. So Dewar says, Caden is a good goalie. He has zero help out there. Kid's a good goalie. This is sad, man. Well, actually, right now it's McNiven. But, yeah, I agree. Primo, he gave it his best, man. He made 20 saves in that first period. And it was only 2-1. So, not to blame on McNiven, not to blame on Primo tonight. Let in a soft one, I get it. But still, he's alone out there, man. He is alone out there, and this is tough to watch. Finn Patterson, I've got nothing to edit. Yeah, well, we're trying to make some things work. We are. Clara Rose gives a good suggestion and asks to edit the fights. Yeah, you know what? There's been a lot of fights this year. I think the arrival of Pezzetta has made that happen. But I mean, yeah, a lot of fights. A lot of fights. Three goals on 6 shots for McNiven. Not a good look. Not a good look whatsoever. Thank you, Stephanie, for the stat. Pezzetta couldn't really defend himself. They're trying to look to see if they're going to give someone a game penalty for this. Clara Rose, Finn Patterson says Pezzetta comes in clutch sometimes. Yeah, looks like some Pezzetta content could be on the cards at this point. Someone should make a compilation of all his fights at the end of the season. Not because he's the best fighter, but just it was funny. It was funny. I mean, he fought Ryan Reeves, fought so many dudes. Anderson, I think, would love to be out there. Oh, Jake Evans is out there. It looks like they're gonna fight again. Here we go. And Paling, he's getting close. And Savard is in there. Here we go. Romanov grabs someone. Everyone's gonna tango. It looks like it's all kicking off here. Oh my God. Here we go. Jake, everyone's got someone around them, but I mean, okay, guys, all right, okay, just end the game at this point, guys. All right, you guys could have started fighting at like 5-1 or like 6-1 or whatever, but now at 8-2 with like 20 seconds left, just finish the game. Savard just came into maul, and Jake Evans was pissed. He was cross-checking. Paling tried to get in there, but not successfully. Savard, bear hug someone. Evans is obviously frustrated, and I don't blame him for it. Wow. So Dewar, well, by the way, it's one of the first times I see you on the stream. Thank you for joining. Like and subscribe to the channel. Check out more of our live streams if you're liking the content. Hard to develop players in this environment. It's brutal. Oh, it damn is. It damn is. And, I think that's why a change of coaching it's an eventuality. I think it's an eventuality, Dominique Ducharme, for as much as he can put it on this year, his special year, and et cetera, I mean, the truth is, he just hasn't done a good enough job motivating these guys. Period. That's the truth of it. So, the play's going to restart now. I'd like for there to be no fights now. Just finish the game, guys. It's enough. It's really enough. Well, there it is. It's over. 8-2. It's over, boys and girls. The Montreal Canadiens lose 8-2 to the Minnesota Wild. So yeah, that happened. Summary of the game. Good start. Primo had a good start to the game as well. 20 shots in the first period. Dvorak got taken out by a headshot by Spurgeon, or I don't know what's his name. Yeah, what's his name? Spurgeon, that's his name. Loser. Unclassy hit. And I guess tough to lose Dvorak, or our centers are already very thin. So we lose Dvorak. More goals go in at the beginning of the second period, and it's game over. It's 4-1. Canadiens managed to get one back, make it 5-2 at some point. But from then on, it was just pure domination. Primo ends up getting hooked for the third period. They score 3 more. McNiven, that was his NHL debut, by the way. What a way to get an NHL debut. So yeah, terrible. That was terrible. That was pretty much one of the worst Habs games this season. In the end, I don't know. I wouldn't say it's one of the worst Habs games this season. I mean, we've lost 6-0 to the Penguins. I feel like that was worse than this, because there's just absolutely nothing going on. Here, I mean, there was some fight back at the beginning of the game. Hoffman's goal, Pitlick coming back and scoring his 8th of the season. So he's our top scorer. So yeah. So Dewar, first time watching. Wish we were on better terms. Thank you for subscribing. Really appreciate it. Finn Patterson, good night to you too. Thank you for joining us tonight. Guys, we got another game on Thursday. Let's make it count. Really look forward to it. Kosta is going to be back. It'll be great fun. Hope you guys join again. And that's it from me. Habs lose 8-2. What are you going to do? No pain, no shame, right? Thank you guys so much for watching, man. Good night.